Hi and welcome to this video to explain EXP. We're going to talk for about half an hour, 35 minutes, and give you everything you need to know about EXP in the UK. So I'm going to begin by introducing myself. So my name's Adam Day. I've been in estate agency since 1997, all the way from the time before digital cameras came about. So I was there when the little old man used to come in and pick up the negatives and then deliver the actual photos back the following day with bits of sticky things on the back so I could stick them to the property details. So that's how long I've been doing this. I launched one of the first online estate agency businesses in the UK back in 2006, grew that business organically all the way through to 2015 when the most successful property services business in the UK acquired that business, the Connells Group. It was the first acquisition of its kind anywhere in the UK and we think in the world, a major bricks and mortar business buying a cloud-based business was the first of its kind. I then went off and ran Easy Property for a year, oversaw the merger with eMove and Tepelo, and I found myself with EXP in April 2019, launching the business eventually in November 2019, and still find myself here to this day. This guy here is a guy called Glenn Sanford. He's the founder of EXP and founded the business back in 2009 off the back of the 2008 financial crisis. Glenn is an extraordinarily humble guy, quite actually introverted in a funny sort of way, but super smart, super clever, laser sharp focus on helping agents to succeed, basically. And that's the long and short of Glenn's vision, is to help agents to succeed in this crazy world of estate agency. So if you ever get to America on either the Shareholders Summit or EXP conference, then you may get a chance of meeting Glenn in the flesh, as say, super nice guy and well worth spending some time with him. So the key points of our brand is this is your business. So you work when you want. We make it about you. It's your name front and center. So as this example here is Edward Peters powered by EXP. That is how you have to be. My name would be Adam Day powered by EXP. We don't manage you. We don't set targets for you. You set your own commission. You set your own fees that you're going to charge the client, and you receive 70% of this fee that you generate. You also can become a co-owner of the business with myself, with Glenn Sanford, with Jason Gessing, the CEO, Dave Connell, the president over in the US of EXP, and every other agent in the world who sells properties. And you can also benefit and from an opportunity to earn a recurring lifetime revenue stream through helping the business to grow by bringing other good agents into the business that are going to sell houses themselves. So that's the key points of the business model. And we work from a cloud campus environment where you can work from anywhere. We have no bricks or mortar, no expensive leases, and we have on-demand support in our virtual world. Now, these are some pictures of our virtual world, and I'm going to give you a demo of this later. But the amazing thing about this is you can be trained, you can train, you can collaborate, network with agents from around the world without leaving your home. And it is quite an insane place where we can hold conferences, large-scale events, meetings, and the amazing thing is we own this platform, which helps with all sorts of other things, which I'll explain a bit later. We also do have a relationship with Regus, and so you can work in any Regus shared business lounge anywhere in the world just by flashing your app, going to the local Regus, flash your app, and you'll be able to be given access to the shared business lounge in any Regus anywhere in the world. Now, we also give you your own estate agency software, which is a state-of-the-art software platform based in the cloud. It matches buyers to properties and does all your automatically updating the websites, adding them to Rightmove and Zoopla. You've got a diary, you add your viewings, your offers, your sales progression, all that good stuff there. But we also have integrated within that is a prospecting or touting platform. Now the touting platform was integrated. I've been told not to use the word touting. It's a bit too aggressive apparently, but I like the word touting, where it pulls the data in of properties that are for sale with other agents and then allows you to direct mail or target those properties. You can door knock them if you want, but direct mail those potential sellers that are on the market with other agents. And that's all part of the system. The data is separately paid for, but the CRM, main CRM, is included in your EXP membership. We can also provide and help you with Facebook advertising campaigns. So we give you an instant valuation tool, and then we can work with you on creating a campaign that's going to target potential sellers to fill in their details and generate leads for you. We also help you to grow your social media following with over 170 content ideas provided to you and actual content that you can post on your social media channels and weave that in with your day-to-day content that you're going to put out there anyway. And we also give you training on all aspects of lead generation. Now, this training is done every week. It comes from people around the world, but the UK sessions are hosted by myself, along with EXP agents who are actually on the front line doing the job. So we've got an EXP agent who talks about direct mail, an EXP agent who talks about social media, an EXP agent who talks about getting your fees from 1% to 3%. These are guys that are actually doing that. We've got guys that are actually in the business that are generating their business through social media or direct mail or getting 3% fees or whatever it might be. And these guys present to you and will give you an hour of their time free of charge, all included, to help you to generate leads yourself as well and to build your business. Now, the income and the costs with EXP, so you have a commission, we have a commission and what's called a cap. Now, the commission is a 70-30 commission split. So you receive 70% of any commission you charge and EXP retains 30%. Now, that 30% is capped at £24,000. That means that essentially once you've done £80,000 of gross commission, 30% of 80,000 is 24 grand. At that point, you have capped. So if you do that after 8 months, then you cap, and for the remainder of that year, you will earn 100% commission, bar a flat £250 per transaction, per completion. So your £250 replaces the 30% once you've hit £80,000 worth of gross commission income. Now, the costs to you are £150, including VAT to start up. That helps us to build your website. We create your passwords for the various login areas. We create your email address and various other bits and pieces that we onboard you with. Now, your monthly ongoing costs are 75 plus VAT for the tech fee, 25 plus VAT for the university fee, that's the training, and 25 plus VAT for the call centre and portal fee. So including VAT altogether, that's £150 per month. So £150 to join, including VAT, and £150 per month, including VAT. Now, we also offer a letting service. Now, if you want the letting service, you pay an extra £60 a month. That is a let-only or tenant find service. So you list the properties, negotiate the terms of the tenant, upload the tenant and landlord details to our portal, and then our management team will then line up that tenant to be moved in with the landlord paying for their usual gas safety checks, inventories, references, and all that sort of stuff. EXP will then retain £180 of the move-in fee or the tenant find fee, and then you can manage the property yourself separately to EXP. So you can build your own property portfolio away from EXP, which then has a value, obviously value sell on future, a value sell on price in the future. And that is the letting. So we can talk more about that if that's something you're interested in. So the question I always ask people is, how many properties could you sell in a year? Now, have a think about that while I'm waffling. But most people say to me about 6 a month. That's 72 a year. No one says lower than 6, really. We have people saying 8 a month, 10 a month, 120 a year. That's quite a lot of properties to be selling for one person. So I think 6 a month is a good number to be aiming for. 72 a year, I think, is a good solid number to be aiming for. But I'm going to give you a breakdown here roughly of what numbers of sales with an average fee would earn you as an agent with EXP. So at 3 sales a month of £2,000 a sale, so less than the average fee, and 3 sales a month, I think is a part-time job. That's a total revenue of £72,000, of which we will retain £21,600, and you would receive £50,400 into your business. Now, upping the sales a little bit and increasing your commission. So 4 sales a month at £2,500 commission. That's 48 sales total with a total revenue of £120,000. Now, 30% goes to EXP, but remember it's capped at £24,000. So therefore, we would receive that £24,000 on 32 sales, 32 of those 48 sales. The remaining 16 sales will be subject to a £250 per transaction commission, so a total of £4,000. So to you, you would receive a total of £92,000 for 4 sales a month at £2,500 a sale. So £92,000 into your business over the course of a year if you do those sorts of numbers. Now, the big numbers here, keeping your sales at the same, but £5,000 per sale, which is very achievable in London and the Southeast, but even achievable in other areas of the country based on the personal branding. We're seeing our average fee going up and up and up for agents all over the country. So 4 sales a month at £5,000 a sale, do the maths and the calculations, you're going to wind up with around £208,000 being paid to you into your bank account, your business bank account, and into your business. So And now bear in mind, you've got tax, and you've got your corporation tax if you've got a limited company, you've got dividend tax if you're paying yourself dividends, you've got tax nevertheless, and some costs to take out of that. But you're going to be grossing around £208,000 of revenue into your business at those sorts of level 4 sales a month at £5,000 per sale. So that's the first way to earn money. The second way to earn money is through equity opportunities at EXP. Now, this is where it gets exciting, because the commission split is exciting enough, 70-30 with a 24 grand cap. That is the best in the UK, the cap being the most important thing. But you can also have equity opportunities. So we have the sustainable equity plan. Now, EXP is listed on the NASDAQ with the ticker EXPI. And we have two ways of earning shares and equity. Shares and equity mean the same thing. So two ways of earning shares or equity at EXP. So we've got the sustainable equity plan. Now you can earn shares on your first completion when you fully cap, and when you bring an agent into the business who sells their first house. That's gifted to you. And they vest for 3 years, which means if you walk away from EXP within 3 years, you lose these shares. You lose the sustainable equity plan shares. Now with the agent equity program, the second way through to earn money through equity is you can opt in to receive 5% of your commission at a 10% discount in equity at EXP World Holdings. So every single sale, you can earn 5% of your commission in shares at EXP World Holdings at a 10% discount. That can be done on every single sale. You can opt in, opt out as much as you like, as often as you like. But over a period of time, obviously that's going to build up. Those shares you can realize those shares straight away. They don't vest for 3 years. So they're yours to do what you want with as soon as they're issued to you. But that's a nice, I would see that as a pension plan, a savings pot. You can lose money on that, but it's a good way of putting some money away to one side and hopefully seeing that grow into something in the future. Now, the third way to make money is through what we call revenue share, because we share the top line revenue with you if you help us to grow the business. So the way it works is this: rather than us paying recruitment consultants, which is very common in the UK, we pay you, the agent, if you bring other agents into the business. So the way it works is that if you bring an agent into the business, we pay you 3.5% of that agent's gross revenue. Now, we pay you that up to a point when the agent you've brought in does £80,000. Now, the reason for that is because we're financing that bonus with our 30%. And obviously the agent coming in, if you remember from the previous slide on the splits, when that agent's done 80 grand, at that point they've capped, they're no longer paying us 30%, and therefore we have no more bonus to share back to you. So the maximum you can earn off of somebody joining who does business is £2,800, and that's paid to you by EXP as a bonus. Now that's paid to you for as long as that agent stays with EXP. So if that agent stays with EXP for the rest of their life, you can earn up to £2,800 per year for the rest of your life. And it's paid for every single agent that you directly bring in. So the next part of revenue share is called cascading revenue share. Now, again, this is where it gets a bit exciting, because if for every agent you bring in, they can also bring in agents in exactly the same way as you can, incentivized in exactly the same way as you've been incentivized. So if you bring in 5 agents, those 5 agents are on your tier 1. Those 5 agents are incentivized to bring in other agents in by earning 3.5% on the agents that they bring in. So the agents that they bring in end up on your tier 2. Now, on your tier 2 agents, we'll pay you 4% of their gross revenue up to a point when that person does £80,000. Plus, we'll continue to pay you 3.5% on the agents that you've brought in directly up to a maximum of £2,800. As I've said, you can earn money on tier 1 agents and on tier 2 agents, but you can also earn on tiers 3 through to 7 as well. Now, the qualifying numbers here on the right-hand side, you have to bring in a certain number of agents in order to qualify for each tier of earning. So if you bring in 10 agents directly, those 10 agents are on your tier 1, and you'll earn money on the tier 1 agents, plus any agents your 10 tier 1 agents bring in, plus any agents that your tier 2 agents bring in. Similarly, to go down these tiers here, to earn on tier 6, you have to personally bring in 25 agents. So there are qualifying agents that you need to bring in to open up different tiers of earning, and can get quite lucrative as time goes. Remember, this is a worldwide opportunity as well. This is not something that is just restricted to your country. So if you know agents in other countries, or you know agents who know agents in other countries, then this is also a possibility and a possible earning opportunity for you. So we also create your marketing and branding for you. We provide your templates, your artwork for your business cards, your brochures, your for sale signs, and we create all those login areas so you can go and order all of those items from those different providers and different suppliers. We also list your properties on Rightmove and Zoopla for maximum exposure, and the telephone calls through Rightmove and Zoopla are answered by a outsourced call center, call answering service called Moneypenny, who will then divert that call in real time through to you if it's one of your properties. We have Workplace by Facebook. So Workplace is one of our secret weapons, one of our tools that we use, which allows agents to collaborate and network in real time. It's built by Facebook, owned by Facebook, so you'll understand the user experience, you'll know how to navigate around it. You can share posts, you can share videos, you can share images, and people can comment and like, and they can offer their advice and their help, and it's an amazing place to be, because if you start on the 1st of April, there's going to always be someone on Workplace who started a month earlier or 6 months earlier, and you can also help people that start, a month later or 6 months later. And so it's a really, insightful place to be, engaging place to be, and frankly, an inspiring place to be. So Workplace is one of our secret weapons, and it's a really, really big tool to help agents to, engage and discover and certainly feel like they're not alone. That's the key to Workplace, I think. So some of our core values, you can see these here, and I'll just pick on a couple. Innovation, for me, is a big one. Transparency is massive. Being very, very honest and open about how everything works is really, really important. Sustainability has crept onto my radar because I'm filming this in February 2021, and we've opened 6 or 7 countries in the last 5 or 6 months, and we haven't visited a single one. We haven't got on a single plane because we've done it through our virtual world, which I'm going to give you a demo in just a second. So sustainability is massive for me, and has become an absolute eye-opener for me, the fact that you can open countries without visiting them, without continuing to destroy the planet. So that's a massive one for me as well. So a few frequently asked questions. Can I join EXP if I've got no experience in estate agency? Unfortunately not. Estate agency in the UK is very different to anywhere else in the world. We don't have licensing here, so there is no sort of examination or testing to be done before you go and become an estate agent. So therefore, by allowing just anyone to join, you are not guaranteeing the quality or keeping the quality high of agents who are joining. So as a result of no licensing, we are only allowing people to join that have got at least 2 years experience in estate agency. It's vitally important that we keep that quality high, so that the end consumer is looked after and impressed with the service they're offered and given by EXP agents. So 2 years experience in estate agency in the UK is an absolute prerequisite. Are there exclusive territories? No, there aren't. You've got the opportunity to grow your business as big or as small as you want to. It's completely up to you. Am I tied to EXP for a minimum period of time? You're tied for a maximum of 2 weeks notice. So you can give us 2 weeks notice at any point. And if you do want to take your properties with you, you can. Your sold stock stays with EXP, but we continue to pay you out your dues, your commission that is due, even after you've left. What about conveyancing and mortgages? We have preferred partners that you can use, and if you use our preferred partners, we share the referral fee 70-30 with you. But if you want to use your own preferred partners, if you want to use your own partners and receive a referral fee directly, that's fine. We're not going to start chasing you around for 30% of that. So you can have your own external relationships with other suppliers in any aspect of the business model. How much will the initial setup be? Now, there's £150 to pay EXP. There are external costs. So you've got to do your anti-money laundering, your TPOS registration. You've got to get a DBS check. We insist on a DBS check before you are let loose on the public. So that's going to be, and then you need your for sale boards, of course, your for sale boards, your business cards, your headed paper. So we would suggest you're going to spend about £1,500 up front to get fully estate agent ready, as it were. How much do you think I need to get my business up and running, and for how long? Really difficult question. We've had agents who have had their first completion inside 5 weeks, believe it or not. Most people is 5 months. So we're saying budget for 6 months when you start with the EXP of receiving no income, because you're going to be starting from scratch, obviously. From a marketing standpoint, again, I've had agents who have started with nothing other than their lifestyle costs. and they've just bombarded their local markets, their local Facebook markets, their friends and family network. And we have ways that we can help you to do that. But we've also had agents who have bombarded their local markets with direct mail, which obviously costs money, with stamps and this, that, and the other, alongside, you know, leafleting and you know, networking events and other marketing things that are going to cost you money. So it's hard to know what that's going to be, what that sort of number looks like, but it could be anything from nothing over that period of time if you're confident in your ability to network and use your friends and family network and go on social media and use organic social media reach. But if you're not too confident about that, then you need to be spending probably somewhere between £600 and £800 per month on direct mail to people that have got a house to sell that are on the market with other agents. Will I be successful? That is totally up to you, the million-dollar question. Our view, what we've seen is if you work hard, if you follow some of the systems that we suggest, you don't have to if you don't want to, it's your business, you do what you like. But we have seen what does work and what doesn't work. And if you do 2 or 3 of the things that we suggest really, really well, relentlessly, religiously, consistently, then we are confident you'll be successful. The 2 words I use are relentless consistency. If you are relentlessly consistent about those 2 or 3 things that you do, I'm absolutely convinced that you can be successful in this model. And we have multiple examples of that, with pipelines reaching, you know, £100,000 pipelines we've had agents build within the space of 6 or 7 months, which is going to be a significant income for those agents that are at that sort of level. And that's not just 1 or 2, there's multiple agents that are at that sort of level, 60, 70, 80, 90, £100,000 pipelines. So every chance, and EXP gives you every chance, and we will help you in any way that we can to try and help you to achieve whatever you want to achieve. It's your business after all. So what next? If you have further questions, don't hesitate to drop me an email at adam.day@exp.uk.com, or go out to the person that introduced you to this video. Or if you'd like to join EXP, go to join.exp.uk.com and click on Become an Agent. Now, before we go, I'm just going to quickly show you the virtual world and give you a short demo of that. So here in our virtual world, this is where we can meet, learn, network, collaborate with agents all over the world in real time through this virtual platform, which is owned by EXP World Holdings. We have regular training, regular networking events, conferences held in places like our auditorium, where the presenter can stand on stage and they can go onto a website, they can present a PowerPoint slideshow, they can present a PDF, and they can drop their microphone and teach people that are sitting in the audience. Those people who are sitting in the audience can zoom into the screen and see what's being displayed and hear what the trainer is talking about. We can also walk to places, or we can teleport to different areas of the virtual platform. And one of those areas we can teleport to is the UK operations area, where we have staff throughout the day who are on hand to help with any problems, issues you might have with technology, with setting your business up, with generating business. One of those being Paul Neal, who is the marketing executive in the UK. Hi Paul, how are you?
Yeah, mate.
Yeah, not too bad. You all right?
Yeah. I'm just getting through the designs now, you know, for the training.
Okay, cool. Nice one. All right, mate. I'll speak to you later.
Speak to you later.
Bye. So that's Paul Neal. Just popping in to see him and say hi. We also have our UK conference hall, where we have our weekly meeting with agents from around the country. You can come along every single Friday at 9:30, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Each week we try to discuss wins, successes, challenges, losses, and what other agents are going through. We have a football pitch, so we have some silly places where we can play football. And we have a beach where we can go and sit and chill out. And we can even do acrobatic tricks like flipping, and we can also partake in a bit of dancing. Thank you for watching this video on EXP UK Explained. If you do have any further questions, then please do get in touch with me at adam.day@exp.uk.com. Alternatively, get in touch with the person who invited you and showed you this video, who introduced you to this video, as they will also be able to help with any questions that you have as well. If you do have that 2 years experience in estate agency, we'd love to have you on board. We think this is a great vehicle for estate agents to take back control, start earning what they're worth, and really changing estate agency in the UK forever. Thanks very much for watching. Goodbye.